Okay. Thank you. Hello? Okay. I suck at this. Look, Facebook live streaming is really easy. I swear I just did a whole video, but it like disappeared. I don't know. I'm gonna see if Terry will be on here when he gets in. He's my cook. He's pretty cool. Yeah, so come with me again. I thought I already like streamed a bunch of stuff, like 20 minutes I yammered on about my restaurant. I don't understand. This is why nobody live streams to YouTube. Actually, I've watched some little live streams and they were pretty weird and freaky. Why the elevator music? I don't know. I just don't have the energy to change it. When you own a restaurant, you work 24 hours a day. So here we go, guys. Look, I made ice cream now. It's organic. So I don't know if you just saw that whole 20-minute spiel about all the people that have like screwed me over or what. I don't know. Why is my neighbor closed? Closed. I think probably for 4th of July. Well, I'm going to be closed too. So this is my place, and it's really beautiful, and we should be selling like 1,000 a day, but we're not. So I don't know how long I'll be in business. But I'm getting wine and beer soon. And I'm going to live stream while I'm wine and beer tending. Hey, my honey's awake in Korea. So here's our lovely bar, which has a bunch of cords out right now because it's not built up yet. But we're going to have a bar with like, well, wine and beer and then sangria and then whatever. So my cook is late. My server called in. This is good. This is what happens. He's actually not usually late. So I ranted and raved, and if you already saw me rant and rave about the internet and the cable companies and the electric bill and the bad hires and the walk-in breaking and sorry. People coming by literally every day asking for money. I think I used to say more people were asking me for money than were buying, but that's not true. But there are definitely people asking for more money than people are spending. That is still true. Everyone's got something to sell. There's like a bazillion apps for restaurants, and I need all of them, totaling like $5 million a month. I need all of those apps. Yeah. I'm losing it. So my husband went to Korea. I got 2 kids. My friend luckily helps me watch them. She also works here in the morning, but she's got 5 kids and hers are older. And I've got 2 servers, and I had 1 cook, but now I've got 3, but the 2 are new and green, and they have to be trained. And I'm here all the time. It's fun, and it's a dream come true. And there's so much about owning a restaurant that I didn't know. I didn't even know how to make a schedule with this one app. I didn't know how to use QuickBooks. I didn't know my business plan was totally wrong by like $40,000 or $50,000. I didn't know that when you sign up for internet as a business, they tell you that it costs about 3 times less than it actually does. I didn't know that people would lie about how much the utilities cost to get you to rent a place. I didn't know that the difference between a triple-N lease and all the other kind of leases, which means, yeah, you rent it, you pay for it when it breaks. I didn't know how to fix a walk-in cooler. I didn't know that every time you buy a utensil, you can't just buy a regular utensil, you have to buy an NSF utensil. It's kind of like kosher. Like, you know the kosher mafia where they're like, I'm going to pray over this, and it's going to cost twice as much. Okay, so apparently there's like kosher utensils for restaurants. It has to have NSF on it, and you pay like way more. So literally like an ice cream scoop, for example, way more. A spatula, way more. A blender. Yep, nope, you're not allowed to make money off of a regular blender. You can only make money off a commercial blender. Way more. Everything comes in like a consumer grade and a restaurant grade. I have to buy everything restaurant grade. I wish I could, like, talk to people on here. Nobody's really saying anything, but 2 people are watching. If you're watching and you have a question, ask me. That'd be cool. Ask me how horrible it is. No. Seriously, though, do I seem like the type of person who's going to have a successful restaurant, or are you betting on me to fail? Either way, you should subscribe to my channel right now, because I need, like, right now I was making like $10 a month off all my old videos, and a bunch of them got demonetized because of the Google Mafia. And I am doing this now. I'm not really making videos anymore. Like, I'm having a restaurant. But between 2 and 4, it's just really dead. You know, no one's really here. And I could actually do, like, a restaurant vlog. But it's not a restaurant vlog. It's an eating cultures vlog, because I'm still me. So we still have gluten-free and organic and no GMOs, and we still make a bunch of stuff from scratch, and I still can't help it. I give health advice. Like, I cannot help it. Someone came in with Crohn's, and I was like, oh, have you tried kombucha? Have you tried lassi? Have you tried this coconut water kefir? Maybe you should go see my chiropractor. How long have you been going to the doctors? You know, I cannot help myself. It's just something I do. So anyway, I don't see any people saying anything to me, but I know people are watching. It could just be me watching myself. I don't know if they count me as watching myself. But anyway, so here I am. I used to be just a homeschool housewife, army wife, vlogger. I even called it vlogger, and my son is now almost 12, and he very much hates when I talk about things that aren't cool and I say things wrong, because I'm old now. I'm so tired. I guess I'm going to go. At least I got the live stream to work. Let me know if you think I'm dumb or whatever. If you think I'm going to, like, kill people with food poisoning. But honestly, I follow everything. Like, I do. I follow everything. Like, I don't know if you know this, but most people, they are not changing their gloves like they're supposed to. And when you go and you get gluten-free at another restaurant, you are getting cross-contamination. I change my gloves like 15 times to make one meal, because it's like, oops, I touched that, change your glove. And that's what you're supposed to do, okay? So maybe I'm not a business person or whatever, but I do care, and I am obsessively, you know, trying to do everything right. And I always make sure my employees get paid. They do have to deal with all my mood swings, and that's really hard. And they don't understand, like, I don't think they understand the money and pressure that I'm under, because it's like, well, if I don't do it right, we could just comp their ticket. I'm like, yeah, because it's free, because I don't spend all this money on and then my head explodes, because nothing's free. I don't talk to them. I'm just kidding. It's just like, ah. And we have coffee here, and so sometimes I have too much coffee. And when we first opened, there was this constant small gas leak. And not enough to blow anything up, not enough to even harm the customers way out there, but in the back, because we have a vent, it was just a constant low dose of carbon monoxide. And I think I was really crazy it was really before we opened. It was like, because we were in here like a month before we actually opened doing stuff. Once it got hooked up, though, like, I was having all these mood swings and, like, cold sweats and, like, headaches and, like, tiredness. And I even called the gas company in here. I smell gas. Nope, everything's fine. I'm like, no, I smell gas. Nope, everything's fine. But then finally, like, a month later, I got a guy in here, and he was like, yeah, no, there's a gas leak. And I'm like, because the poor people next door kept going, we smell gas, we smell gas. Bless their hearts. Like, I mean, I can't believe they didn't, whatever. But, so when I got here, like, this place was just not in the best shape. Like, the gas connections weren't hooked up right. We fixed that. We painted. We put in floors. We put in new beadboard. We fixed, like, a leak in the window. We fixed, like, weather stripping in the door. The other door had been bolted, like, open, had been pried open by the fire department because the previous restaurant owner. Actually, I think 3 restaurants before us had that gas leak. And, like, because if you leave for a day, it would smell like gas. It was horrible. I fixed it, though. I came in, 4th restaurant. Other 3 failed. And I stayed on it, because I fix things. So, like, I don't know. Maybe it's going to be bad to do this and I'll lose my customers or whatever, but we're not really profitable yet anyway. But I think that's why those restaurants were failing, because they were feeling sick and stuff like I was. I remember the guy I bought it from, he was just like, and I was like, dude, what, it's not that busy, what's going on? And he kept all the lights off, and yeah, I think they were all high on gas. But anyway, I fixed that stuff. I fixed it. We fixed a lot. My husband actually helped me. But anyway, we had to screw the door back together. The door wouldn't close right in the back because the fire department had pried it open because there was gas before we got here. But the door, we're still stuck with the door. So anyway, we fixed that. My husband did. He bolted it back together so it would there is so much. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. And just the best advice I can give any of you. Were you wanting advice? Sorry. The best advice I give any of you, if you ever want to own a restaurant, is for heaven's sake, when you make your business plan, which you better. I mean, I made a business plan, but you can't really make an accurate business plan. It's bull. Okay, it's bull. Because they're going to lie to you about everything. They're going to lie to you about how much the utilities cost, the internet and the electricity and the gas. You can't even look at prices for your food supplier until you already have a lease. Okay? And then when you get the prices, you still have to develop your menu after you see the ingredients. So then you can base your menu, and then you can go. You cannot make a business plan unless you have a franchise that you buy where there's already a menu and a supplier. But starting up like this, no. You have to develop your menu as you go, and that's what we did. I did. And yes, there were people doing stuff, but no, I'm taking the credit. I control it. I made the book. I told them do this, do that. I bought the ingredients. I looked stuff up, some of it on the internet, yes. Some of it Betty Crocker, yes. But I tweaked everything because it's gluten-free and non-GMO. So the one piece of advice I have for you is triple whatever you think you need. Triple it. And it's very discouraging because basically you would never start a restaurant if you did that, because you would never have the money. And that's the secret. They don't want to tell you. They don't want you to start a restaurant. They don't want you to be successful. Okay? And I think Time Warner and CenturyLink are in business together because they're so awful. Anyways, so yeah, they don't want you to open a restaurant. And then there's a lot of, and the city, getting just the permit from the city took a long time. So every day, I guess if I start doing this, then tomorrow I'll just be like, okay, here's my boatload of crap that happened today, without giving away personal information about my customers or anything like that. This is Terry, my cook. Hold on. Hey, Terry. Do you want to say hi to my people on YouTube that I'm live streaming to about how easy and fantastic the restaurant business is?
No.
You don't want to be on the internet?
I don't like all that stuff.
Alright, he doesn't want to be on the internet. It's not Facebook, it's YouTube. It's even...
It don't matter. It's still on the internet. I don't do that.
Okay.
That's why I don't have a Facebook.
Okay.
Can you talk to me?
Yeah, I'll go talk you in. Alright, peace out, y'all. I'm done complaining for today. I gotta figure out how to actually end the stream, though. How do I make it stop? I don't really know. I do not like this thing with the thing and the stuff and the people. How do I make it stop? I don't know. I'm trying to make it stop. Hold on, because I don't want, unless you just want it to live stream all night.